Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From way up at the 23, now creases, he's past the 30. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and now it's second down.
It leads to
they work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Disley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And a solid run down inside the 30.
Phillip Lindsay.
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsay. 18 carries, 63 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
That's good.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up second
and 11 now.
At the 25-yard line.
Now a carry for Lindsay. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Rodgers going to throw. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6". On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
And what I'm looking for from him today,
Saquon Barkley.
The things every quarterback is looking to do.
Tackle made.
Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run with Lindsay. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Ball carrier.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Giants.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Adam Troutman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jackson now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Deshaun Jackson on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now the throw hauled in by Green. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Philip Lindsay, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You, Jonathan Coachman, look larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Green with a catch left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
10-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing at the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. He's going up top for Taylor. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Matt Bosher set.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. That about right there. He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Oh, my goodness. He pulled it in one-handed.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Vikings.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. We got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he's going to be met at about the 43.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. The Giants have it. It's picked up. And at the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really help there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's now second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Intended for number 87.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 42.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I often wonder why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
Rodgers pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
8-yard gain. Brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
Rodgers pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
That's a gain.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Jake Elliott on.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about the rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
New York ready to go again offensively. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Brought down at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
brought down.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback in the backfield. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. This is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead, and that's what he did.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And he's got it up and through. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
No gain on the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' fall apart. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent. A message, you the best. But that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run around the scene. Now you're just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm in the scene. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. You ain't even eat while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always pissed, because I feel like I'm confused. Lose think the first, but ain't half the man. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in. Without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just and then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. The winning team go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to pick me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I don't get the bag, I'm bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, I didn't ask. 2 4 4 4 in the carbon dash.